Hello.
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 Happening.
Hello.
Hello.
And do it like that. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're live. Hello.
What's happening?
I am so sorry. At the last
Hello.
minute, my mother messaged and she went, "Oh, you are making dinner, right?"
I'm making a phone call. That's what I'm making. Somebody's gonna make a delivery. That's what's going to happen.
Could be a cookery show. Make it a cookery show.
Right. Has anyone got the live stream running in the background?
I can get it on my phone.
Oh, just a quick omelette with some roasted veg, and I was just like, I can't do this. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome from the UK, from Michigan, from Chicago, and Leon. Are we still in Penang?
We're doing good.
Leon, are you still in Penang?
He's in Denmark.
Say that again.
I don't know.
We don't know. Oh, is he frozen?
Leon?
He looks frozen.
Yeah, he frozen.
No, his eyes are moving.
Yo, what a time.
I'll message Leon. Right, Leon.
And Leon.
Right.
Yeah.
Leon, where are you?
Penang. Just about in Penang. Although my Wi-Fi is now having problems.
Right. Okay. Well, introductions. Alex, Dario, Alex.
Yes, still in Penang.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Very happy you're here.
Hold on.
Yeah, man, I'm happy you here.
Won't he do it?
Hold on.
Won't he do it?
He did it. He did it.
He did it.
Right. So let's do the catch up. Whilst we do the catch up, Leon might sort out his internet and even be able to join in the talking.
At some point. Last time it was his audio. This time it's the video.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking so quick, Dario.
Hey, we here. It's live. It's live.
He is usually quite animated, so I think he's frozen now. His eyes were moving, but now nothing.
Well, it's a big world. Satellites got to bounce off of a bunch of places for us to come together in this one space.
Yeah.
He's going to reboot it. He's going to boot it up. He's going to take it down, shut it down, and boot it up. He'll be right back.
Alex, last time Dario was here, Leon messaged me about 10 minutes before the show and said, "I've left my microphone at home, but this should have no problems." Right, okay. And every time Leon spoke, all you got was through the entire show.
It was
I'd have to just kick him out of the room. We'd talk. We'd bring him back in. He'd answer, and then we'd kick him back out.
It was a process.
That's why we have the pregame. That's why we had the pregame here.
Yeah.
To work stuff out.
It's vital.
Right. Okay. So, hello all. Let's do some catch-ups. Alex, what would you like to start with? How's Michigan?
Michigan's okay. Not bad, honestly. I had 2 whole shifts. I'm a bartender. I had 2 whole shifts where nobody cops an attitude about the masks, or every now and then I will get a conversation where they'll talk about stuff. I'm like, how are you doing that? Like, oh, I was at a pool party. And I'm like, why are you going to a pool party right now? It's not really a good time to be doing that. But other than that, a couple of good days work, I sat around with a couple of comedians. We talked about comedy. We talked about where we're at, what we've been working on, things of this nature. And that was good. That was refreshing.
Conversations that don't include, hello, can I have a menu? Beer, please.
Yeah, right. Hello, can I have a menu? Let me suddenly talk about all the things that are making life more difficult for everybody else around.
So I never asked, in your pub, how many people could they have before lockdown and how many people can they have now?
Wow. We're at half capacity now. I think we could at least have a couple hundred people in there before. It seems like, if I had to count it out, like creeping up on, I think over 100 people. So somewhere between 100 and 200. Now it's like half that. So, I mean, we had like standing room. So, you know, we would have, this is a college town. So whenever there was like a football game, a home football game, we have like the third largest stadium in the world. So like, that place fills up, and then that type of energy brings a bunch of other people from all over the state and surrounding states into town to like catch that energy, you know? So we would have at least a couple hundred people in there. But now it's like, we only sit 6 at a time, you know, everybody's 6 foot spaced out, you know, which is great. I'm really glad that my bar is like, cares. And it's like, no, we're not going to let it be silly in here. So,
I went to the pub in my village recently. I was overwhelmed, overexcited. I was like, ah!
mm-hmm.
I sat on my own on the nearest table to the outside. I was like, I'm coming in, but just to hear. I sat on my own, had my drink, and the idea of the masks and stuff does confuse me. But I did speak to one of the bar girls, and I said, "Has it been packed? Did the minute the doors open, people come in?" And they went, "Oh no, we opened the doors," and everyone sort of turned up and went, "What's happening?"
Cover your face up.
I'll come back next week. I don't want to come in yet.
Like it's booby trap. They want to send somebody else in first. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Go in there, flay your arms around. You let me know if it comes out safe. That won't be me.
So, Dario, I know that in Chicago, in your comedy bar, is it Buddy's Comedy Bar?
My buddies, my buddies.
Yeah, you've really gone to town on the social distancing and the measures and keeping everyone safe.
Oh yeah. We really went to town last week. We started back up for the first time in 4 months. It was a bit nerve-wracking for a couple reasons. Just want to make sure people are safe and make sure that everything that we did pre-measure-wise worked out. And then at the end of the day, I haven't been in front of a microphone in 4 months, so trying to get the rust off, man, that's different. So it was a fun time, you know, like kind of like what Alex was saying, man. I'm happy that my buddies and Brian, the owner, kind of is working within the parameters very tightly, making sure that safety is first. And like Alex was saying, 6 feet space around everybody, 6 to a table. We even going even farther. We have a couple tables that are 6 people to a table, but everything else is 4 people max to a table. So we and then we got the comic distances from everybody on all sides of them. They're 9 feet away, so we make sure that, you know, safety is top notch. So it was cool to be back. Yeah, it was cool to be back. It was an interesting week. I felt good. We had 2 shows in one night. Which we've never done that. Well, we only did it one other time before. So that was a little different to have 2 shows back to back with the space in between to clean out the restaurant. But it was good. It was a good week. I'm happy for it.
So did you do the show then? Just clear the pub, get everyone out, wipe it all down, and bring the next wave.
So the crazy thing is that we planned it to have about an hour and a half in between. Between each show so that we can clean out the bar and everything. But the safety, people felt so safe in there. They kind of stayed over the extra half hour. So we only had an hour or so to clean the bar up. And they did a really good job. But the good thing with that is that people did feel safe enough to hang around after the show. Nobody wanted to leave. Everybody felt like, oh, this is a safe place. We can hang out. And that was a bit relieving to kind of see, because that was my biggest fear, is that people were going to be like, all right, let's just get the hell out of here. I'm nervous. I didn't want to do that. So, but it was good. It was really good. And they wiped down the place for a whole hour. And then we launched back up with a new show. So
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was fun.
What did it feel like standing up with a microphone, not looking at a Zoom room, not looking at StreetYard, with real people looking
having real reactions?
Yeah, having a real reaction, and you're about to tell a joke, and they laughed. Tell us everything.
So the first time, And man, it was nerve wracking. I'm telling you, I'll be honest, it was very nerve wracking. So the first show we had an all woman showcase, and the first thing I did with both shows was set the tone of the rules and kind of explained everything to everybody and said this is pre-measures, so just so that people can know and get comfortable what we did. Kind of reintroduce the show, and that was the first show. After that, I got off the first show, I let the women take over and kind of host it. So I didn't host the first show; I kind of emceed, so to say. The second show was a little different because I had the rust knocked off about the talk track around safety. But when it all time to hit the mic and start talking, I was a little bit nervous. Like, man, I did this because our mic is also hanging down from the ceiling. Yeah, we have our mic hanging down so nobody touches the mic. So now we're freehand, So a lot of the jokes that we come up with, as comics, we're used to holding a microphone in our hand and talking, and we have one freehand most of the time. So this was different, testing out Zoom jokes for the first time live and not knowing where to put your hand. You know what I mean? So, the jokes went well, but it was kind of different because, you got a mic right here. These jokes are all brand new live. So what do I do with my hands? Do I animate the joke? What do I do? But at the end of the day, I just kind of said, hey, man, I've been doing this for a while now. Settle down. These are people here ready to laugh. Let's just have a good time. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was nervous. It took me a good minute or two to get my bearings together.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been trying to get out. Like there's like a house show I think next week happening around my neighborhood, and that's like a good like lead up to eventually opening. We haven't opened the comedy club in town here yet, but I think it will happen this fall.
Wow.
So.
Man, good luck, dude.
Good luck getting a spot. Like, yeah. So I have to like stay sharp whatever way I can. I haven't even really been doing these Zoom calls that much at all. So I need to get back on that so I can at least get my reps in. At least I can get the cadence down, saying the joke out.
Yeah.
And the rhythm of
it was crazy because that was not that hard part. That like you had the talk track because we've been doing the Zoom, so you had the talk track of the joke. But when you think about it, you never think about like I'm sitting down right now telling a joke. I don't have to do anything. I just got to tell it. But when you stand in front of people, they want to see action. You know what I mean? So what do I do now? Like I didn't realize that joke had an animation part right here. You know what I mean? So it's cool, man. Like you said, I would say, man, keep doing these Zooms, man, just to get the cadence down at the very least. So when you do step back in front of a mic, man, that part you ain't got to worry about.
Got to.
That's what I've been doing with the Zooms to begin with. I did my normal 5. Then I started writing loads of new stuff, and I was always like, not putting myself down. It wasn't all just 100% zingers, but I was trying to write a good new 5 minutes every week or fortnight. Yeah. Now I've gone back to doing my original 5, but with no secret Word document hidden on the screen.
There you go. That's the key. That don't no cheat codes.
Not gonna have that on stage. Not gonna tape something on the floor before the show. Yeah. First comment comes out like, "What's this? Whose jokes are these?"
You know what's crazy? Alex, as you say, like looking at the floor, like what we have on that floor too is we have a light box, an LED light box around. So instead of me waving the light in front of anybody, all I do is change the color of that light box around them while they're performing. It's white the whole time, but as soon as it's time to go, I change the color to blue, and that's how they know they got a minute left. So it's really cool. We were able to.
That is really cool.
Really unique things. So it's really fun.
So blue means 1 minute, red means no, and then it just explodes and takes the legs off the comedian if they run over?
The cane comes down. You don't have to touch it at all. The cane, you don't have to touch the cane at all. The cane touches you. Wow.
Well, I've been in the gym. I am the cane. So I'm coming to get you off stage if it turned red,
Yeah, give it up.
Yeah.
Give it up.
You think when those really big sweeping brushes, the ones that are like 1.5 meters wide that they used to use in school canteens and stuff, and just
the janitor brush.
Stage.
Those Costco brushes.
Yeah, them Costco, the Morehouse brushes.
I stop laughing and smiling, but I'm trying to keep an eye on the fact that Leon keeps kind of coming back, but then leaving again.
He's sending us the some messages here. He says he's at a hotel and the internet's not doing it, so we may have to start without him. He says it's not working.
Oh, right. Okay. I was looking for the messages in here. Thank you, Alex, for translating that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. This is professional. I'm just going to interrupt the show to say, do your best, buddy.
I'm gonna grab some water for all this talking.
Right. Oh, wow. Did you, Dario, did you use old material or did you use new Zoom material?
I did all new Zoom material.
Both.
No, I did all new material. So everything was new. A lot of times when I host, I riff, for the most part. And I'll probably do the next couple weeks. I'll probably do new jokes, just to kind of get my rhythm down. But after that, I'm just gonna host and riff, kind of talk about things currently, probably of the day, of the past week. And kind of make light of that, just to open up the room and make people feel comfortable. That's all I'm gonna do. But for the first couple weeks, I'll probably do some new jokes and I keep writing them, so I want to test them out as much as I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gosh almighty. I mean, we've got it that we've got open air big gigs coming out and drive-in gigs coming out.
Yeah.
But like one guy I remember seeing input on a forum that if he did all the social distancing for people in his club, he would only have like 6 seats.
Wow. Yeah. That's the tricky part, because you have to go by the kind of like by the rules of capacity. And the good thing for us, we can have about 25 people in the back room at once. So that's a good thing for us. We still have a decent audience. Because the space is a little bit confined, and it feels like enough to kind of get the feel of a full audience.
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta be funny. just
Alex.
be funny.
Alex, are you there? I don't know what it is, Dario. You're one of my favorite guests, and you cursed my house.
I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea how this works. And now I've got reverb.
There he is.
All right, let's do this thing.
Right. You got questions?
Got questions.
Oh, you know what? I don't even have. Hold on. I don't have.
No. I said to you because we're going to pull our questions and you'll answer ours.
Gotcha.
But there should be a guy in Penang with a bowl as well, which is quite interesting. He was in the hotel foyer. I would love to see him sat in a chair in a hotel foyer with his headset on and a green plastic fruit bowl with questions in it.
We're enjoying the Explorer chair in the background.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, right. Okay. So, okay. Chris, sorry, Leon is saying it's not happening, guys. That's really annoying. I really like the idea of him sitting in quite a posh hotel with a big green fruit bowl and a headset, which makes him look like he's in an insurance headquarters.
All we got to do is hybrid both of the shows that I was on and make them together. Now we got a full set.
Put them together.
Yeah, put them together. That's it.
Right. First question. What is your dream holiday? So, I mean, dream holiday. Like, do you go for the holiday you've had that you'd love to have again? Or do you mean dream holiday? I mean...
Oh, you mean like a vacation? Big world. We call things different in different places.
Right. Would you not call that go on holiday? You'd only say go on vacation?
Vacation, vacay, trip. Yeah.
No.
Vacay. Hey. You don't use vacay.
Hey, vacays could turn out bad. Hey, my dream holiday is an actual Independence Day celebration. That would be that'll be my perfect holiday. Is the day we actually celebrate
Independence Day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Only way I celebrate it now is smoking a blunt and watching Independence Day. Just for the Will Smith. Like it's just like it's not the same.
Man, like I'm celebrating Juneteenth, man. I've been celebrating Juneteenth for a while now, man. That's our holiday, our Independence Day. But my dream would be an actual Independence Day, not this fake fraud stuff that we out here celebrating.
It's very conflicting. It's like, oh, let's go out and do something. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I think it's the perfect day to not do anything.
Yeah, right.
I think I'm gonna stay home.
Nah.
And then you feel that pressure because there's that energy of the day, like go out and do stuff. But you're like, no,
I'm good.
And I shouldn't have to feel conflicted about it.
Nah, I don't want to see red, white, or blue that day. Like,
it's like whenever I see someone who has like a full like American flag T-shirt or hat or like flag in their driveway or something like that, I'm just thinking like, is it the Olympics this year?
For real. Like, are we celebrating a gold medal or something? What's going on? What happened? You know what I mean? Like,
that's like the one time it really, really makes sense when it was just like, oh, it's the Olympics. You know, this is your team. You know, it really is. Anybody who lives in America, can compete in whatever sport they're best at, and we all are proud of them, and we all on the same page for the Olympics.
For the Olympics competition. And the messed up part about that is only because we think we better than the rest of the world. That's the crazy part about it.
That's when we finally like, USA, get this LeBron.
Dunk on him. You know, that's the messed up part about that day, man. So we backwards here, man. Like we backwards.
That's the only time we get on board with it.
Yeah, right. We're rocking with USA, baby.
With a Serena. I guess to answer your question, what's the perfect holiday? Like a vacation?
Yes, vacation.
Cedar Point, maybe. I want to go to Cedar Point for the full like 2-3 days. I want to be like at Cedar Point for so long that it gets boring when I'm actually ready to go home. Because I've gone to Cedar Point one day and been like, right when they open, like they don't let you pass a certain point in the park. They'll let you get in, check your ticket, and they'll hold you back. Like you'll be with a line of people like, I gotta get to the. And like I did that. I went there. I woke up early in the morning, drove through the night, got there and did it, and then didn't leave until they closed down.
Wow.
So look at that.
Yeah, look up Cedar Point. Cedar Point is the best place in the world. I mean, not right now, but it was.
It was. Yeah, Cedar Point.
They have like 40-something roller coasters. It's great.
Don't they got like the tallest one in the world or something like that?
Something close to. I think there's probably a taller one in like Dubai or some shit. But like,
yeah, I'm sure they built everything
bigger in Dubai.
Yeah.
No human rights, but lots of amusement.
Yeah, not income inequality. You can't really be in there unless you work in there or you paid like that.
Yeah, for real. Anytime you can walk around with a tiger. Anytime you can walk around with a tiger as a pet, I'm sorry, I don't belong there.
Yeah, I don't know what to be there.
I don't belong there. That's not my style. A little bit above my class.
If I can't order a drink by myself, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
You got to download an app and a drone will drop it off.
Yeah, for real. Need to take out a loan for it too. You know?
We got a $2,000 minimum.
On a plus point, I think women are allowed to drive their cars now. So yay!
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Done.
Oh, wow.
I did hear about that.
That's crazy. That's too much. That's too much. That's crazy.
I don't know how many seconds it would take me to be arrested.
Man.
I mean, I saw about seconds.
Oh yeah. I couldn't live in a place like that. I'd be going within the first time off the plane. You know what I mean? Like send this nigga back. You know what I mean?
You don't need him. He's not having fun anyway.
I would open my mouth and I would somehow offend someone or do something blasphemous. I would be drunk or I would try and drive something.
You're like, what do you do at home? I'm a truck driver.
They'd be like, oh no, not here. Not here. Watch your mouth around these parts.
My holidays really, I don't know, now it feels quite pathetic, but sometimes just that lying on a sun lounger with no one ever going, should we do an excursion or should we not, kind of thing. Just like there's always somebody in your party that either wants to just lie down on a sun lounger, but they're riddled with guilt about it. They're like, oh, we should be going somewhere, we should be doing something, but they're not getting up. They're not they're not
They wait for somebody else to make their first move. You know?
yeah.
Got all the ideas.
And then if it is a dream vacation, fuck it, I want a butler.
Seriously. Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Where's Jeffrey at?
Yeah,
Where's
for real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Money is no question. I don't care whether it's a housekeeper, a male or female one, but it's a case of my hand will be like this. Just keep putting beer in it.
Yeah.
As a bartender, I can't do it. I can't make somebody else do it. I gotta go get it. I gotta like spend my time on the other side of that bar and feel it. Like I'm gonna go over there.
Just stand behind the bar while they serve you. Just stand back there while they serve you, so you get the feel in half. You know what I mean?
I think after a week you would get over it. I
say so.
That first sip of a margarita made by somebody else. Oh.
It's gonna taste so good. It's gonna taste so good. It's gonna hit different.
My triceps. They're not sore.
Yeah.
every day, all weekend. I swear to God.
Crazy. Triceps going crazy, huh?
Mm-hmm. Gotta get right by next summer. If we're all still alive, I'm gonna be right.
Speaking.
I actually lifted a weight yesterday.
Oh, wow.
We get back into exercise. I lifted a weight.
That's progress. That's progress.
That's progress. It always starts with one weight.
Because I mean, when you're a truck driver and you've got to move the curtains and throw the straps, like my arms used to be like Madonna's. I'd sort of catch a glimpse of them and think,
yeah, that's me.
And now all I'm doing is just writing and typing. Doesn't get the same workout.
I bet you all this right here though.
Still, it's not. I'm just not. Maybe I need to write more, like lift it up.
Yeah,
yeah. Right with
just
your arm.
Raise your desk up. Just raise your desk.
That's funny. That is funny.
Get those ribs
What's
right.
the next question?
Right, Alex, have you got any questions, or do you need me to go through this one?
Yeah, I looked at the list of questions. I got one. I'm liking this one.
Okay.
What invention that hasn't been made yet do you want to like be next on the list? And vaccine doesn't count. Take that one off. That's the obvious one. I would love to invent a vaccine. The whole world's on that already. I'm talking something that you want invented.
Me? Look, first of all, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm from the '90s, man. I'm an '80s baby, '90s kid. All right,
here you go.
I grew up watching the Jetsons, and we were promised in the year 2000 and shit we was gonna have flying cars and stuff, houses in the sky. I want that invention. I feel like that I've been owed that. You can't sell me this dream as a kid, and then we get here as an adult, it ain't here. You know, and I'm not talking about Elon Musk making a one-off type of thing. I'm talking about I need cars. I need to go in there, try to risk my life on a loan and see if I can get this thing done. You know what I mean? I need to buy a penthouse in the sky for real. You know what I mean? Like that's what I need. I need that. I need the Jetsons lifestyle, and I don't care what it costs.
For real.
Even if I can't get it, I just want to see it, man. You can't. Come on, man. I grew up in talking meet George Jetson, and now I got a real Jetson over here. You know what I mean? Like a real person that is on the ground. No, that don't work for me. No, I don't want to walk to George Jetson. Yeah, for real. No, for real. I don't want no ground unit. No, That's a thing of the past. Give me something in the sky.
Something in the sky with the solar panels that powers my air conditioning, and call it a wrap.
Man, you know what I'm saying? And then when you look at the cars that they had, you know, like in Star Wars and everything, when you dip down like in between the other cars, you know, I'm trying to live my life on the edge like that, man. Imagine that. That's the modern day U-turn. You know what I mean? Like imagine being in the sky.
Go down.
You go down, you know what I mean? Like instead of busting at you know what I mean? You bust it down.
Go down and then come back. Shit.
Missed my turn. Come on, let me go down real quick.
Let me turn my underneath blinkers on. let y'all know I'm coming.
Make sure they see me. Make sure they see me coming down. You know?
Gotta do that down wave. Hey, thank you.
I'm trying to see that kind of life, man. That's the invention I want, man. Like we done came up with a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of it we don't even need to this day. So why not create something else we don't need? You know, so that's what I want to see.
I was obsessed with the Jetsons growing up. I was born in 81, so I'm an 80s baby, 90s teenager.
Yep.
And I remember going on holiday, like school, when they break up in middle of December, Christmas. And it said that in some of the papers I'd read, it was something like 1988 or 89 was meant to be the year of the robot. And I was only a little kid, and I just expected January the 1st to wake up and it was the fucking Jetsons outside. Like the papers said it was going to be the year of the robot.
Exactly.
So why would you not accept that as fact? It was in black and white in the paper things.
Right.
I came back and the teacher was like, "How was your Christmas?" And I was like, "No robots."
Kind of whack.
Yeah.
Kind of whack.
What are you doing here? Why are you asking me how my Christmas was?
I'm telling you,
like somebody had broken into the house and stolen every toy I owned. I was like,
man, it's horrible. I mean, like we looking for the biggest hope that we got is the next iPhone. What the next iPhone gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of that. Like I'm tired of that.
Yeah. I went and got the basic. I got the basic phone. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this race.
Right.
I had my flip phone for as long as I could before I had to switch to smartphone. And honestly, going back, it would have been really useful to have some of that stuff. But that was me. I was like, no, I got a Motorola Razr.
Man, you see the Razr back? Hey, the Motorola Razr back. It's back.
Oh yeah, they have the smartphone version of it.
Yeah,
I don't have Motorola Razr smartphone money.
No. I don't think you need it either. $1,500 for a flip phone. Now that's wow.
$100 worth of that is nostalgia.
Yeah, for real. For real.
I had the Nokia 9500.
Oh yeah.
He was doing big things.
Which was like a pencil case.
Yeah, right.
Open it up. And it was a QWERTY keyboard.
Uh-huh.
Those were the hits back in the day, though.
That was it.
Man, that was it. If you ain't had nothing that had a keyboard, a slot, man, you weren't doing nothing. You couldn't go out to no club talking about where's your regular phone at. You know what I mean? Like you had to have something that open. You couldn't do that.
I worked festivals and events. So we turn up in the middle of a field. We'd create a festival. People would come. They'd pick off. We'd put the festival away, go on to the next field. And people started getting smartphones. And I had my Nokia 9500. And no matter which field where that I was standing in, perfect signal. Perfect signal. Behind me, there's just 7 people walking around going, "Have you got a signal?" "I haven't got a signal."
That's how you know that.
The minute they turned into computers, they just made no phone calls.
Yeah. That's called they got us. They got us. That's what that's called. They got us.
Hook, line, and sinker.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this talk about parties and festivals, man, reminded me of the good old days when we used to go outside freely. Like this
yeah.
like you talking about festivals and stuff. I'm like, man, that sounds amazing. Imagine that.
Facebook mocks you and it goes, "On this day a couple of years ago, you were happy and you were outside."
People were next to you and you weren't concerned by how close they were.
You know what's messed up? I'm still getting event notifications talking about so and so has an event you might be interested in. I'm like, get this 2019 mess out my face.
It's a new world. I can't be doing it.
It can't be doing that. Like stop teasing me. Like this 2019 is like a pornography now. You know what I mean? Like it's something that we can't attain anymore. You know what I mean? It's good to look at, but we can't.
You can't get there. It's like this isn't the real world. This isn't how the real world works.
No.
People not even talking about this. They're just going off and doing it.
They not built like that. Stop it.
They're not built like that.
2019 is an Instagram model.
That's not it. That's not how that works.
We'll never get that.
Just thinking about like something that it's been invented in theory, but in Star Trek when they just go up to the food replicator and they be like, "I want a dry martini with 2 olives and a taco," and it just goes, And then seconds later, you're just walking around with exactly what you want, with the sexiest glasses ever created to mankind.
Yeah, the curved glasses in Star Trek.
Yeah.
It's like Whoopi Goldberg's like, here you go. This is all you need for the day.
I just want it for the glass. That's it.
I love Star
You know,
Trek.
every woman with a handbag in that place walks out with a glass in their handbag.
Yeah.
That's
And nobody's
power.
mad. It's like, we made it out the machine right here. You can get as many as you want. That's
You
my
missed
answer
out.
right there. I changed my answer. My answer was going to be hoverboards. Fuck that. Replicators is clearly the number one answer. That would change everything. The whole world economy would have to adjust. We would all have to like remember to hate each other again. He'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
we was mad about something? Didn't we not like you for something? I forget what it was.
I can't remember. I'm gonna figure it out though.
It's like you replicate like Howard Zinn's like United States history book. You're like, you know what? I don't even need this anymore. Started reading it. It made me sad. I don't like being sad anymore.
Yeah, they gonna have to take 2020 out the books, man, because this don't even seem believable. This don't even.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
This don't seem.
Replicators would
I
just
do-
solve that.
I do a podcast with some guys in the UK, and we just look at news stories, like weird news stories. And unbelievably, you can still get weird news stories that aren't just 2020 is fucking weird. It should just be like we just look out the window and go.
There it is.
So like we had the Australian bushfires in January, then we had storms and hurricanes over here called Dennis, like the most scary name.
Yeah.
Like Storm Dennis, and like he
Tremendous
actually
stuff.
like ripped roofs off like houses and stuff, and then the COVID turned up. Then we got the murder hornets. Then
Oh,
they
yeah.
said that the Mayan calendar said that we were going to die again, but like for the third time they were on about the rapture. Like it still
Yeah.
hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And then they got the bubonic plague is back in Inner Mongolia. I was like, do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm off.
It don't make sense. This is like that movie. This is like that movie 2012. You know what I mean? Like I'm just waiting for that to happen. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for that 2012 stuff to happen because they had us shook in 2012 when that movie came out. It's like,
It
okay,
really did.
what if that happened? Oh, that can't happen. Now 2020 came around. Like, wait a minute, slow down.
Slow down, yeah.
Slow down.
Everybody
Slow
stop moving around so much.
Yeah, man.
Slow down.
Here's the crazy part. Remember at the beginning of the quarantine when they start showing us pictures of how the earth is changing because humans ain't doing nothing? Remember that? They tried to sell us that dream. And now they like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, we doctored those photos. You know what I mean? we doctored that photos. This stuff is too unbelievable, man. Come on, stop trying to sell us stuff, man. I mean, that might have happened, to be honest with you. That might have happened. I don't doubt it.
There was some effect, I guess, from everybody staying at home. Mostly, there was some effect.
Yeah, but like, how you gonna try to glass over this mess that we in with some pictures? That, you know what I mean? Like, come on, that's only in the world when we do some stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
You're trying to give me like some light at the end of the tunnel shit. I need you with me in the tunnel.
Yeah,
You
right.
need to be the one giving me the darkness first, and then you have the right to be like, oh, but here's this
Yeah.
on your way out.
right. It's like we ain't go back. Like we ain't gonna go back outside and go back to those old dirty pictures. You know what I mean? Like, come on. What?
Well, I live in the middle of the countryside, Alex. I mean, you're in Ann Arbor. I'm assuming it's very
pretty nice.
arbory.
It's very well
I don't
maintained
know,
here.
Dario, if do you live in the outer skirts? You're not in the inner city, are you? You're
No. I'm in Chicago. I'm in the city. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in it.
I had friends in London saying, "I heard a bird sing."
Shit, where? Where? Birds don't sing around these parts. That chopper sing though. No, we don't. Ain't no singing like that. Man, shoot, man, we got let's see, we got ambulance sounds, we got police sirens, we got people cussing. I got the bus teller saying next stop, Ashland. You know, I got those type of sounds I got around here. Birds, nah, I'm good.
Still got R. Kelly songs and people being like, what do you mean? He was framed.
Yeah, they need.
We had a dude on here last week talk about that. I don't know if he was from Chicago. Where was he from?
Netherlands.
He was from the Netherlands.
Nah, but you can't talk about R. Kelly right here, man. We don't play his music.
That finally happened.
Yeah, it's a bad situation here, you know. So nah.
I remember being at Alex's online Ipsy. Do you remember the online Zoom night we did?
Oh yeah, it did evolve into that.
Somebody made an R. Kelly joke, and I mentioned the opera. And we got to watch a girl watch
Trapped in the Closet reaction video.
In the closet bit for the first time. Like, I didn't know that anyone hadn't seen that. And it was so beautiful. She shared a screen, didn't she? And she was just like
shocked at all.
I remember when that stuff came out, it was almost like, what are we doing here? Like,
how did we get here?
How do we get to this point where he is doing this to us? It's like.
Well, after that Isley Brothers video that he did, where he was like with that girl, and the Isley Brothers came, was like, "Why you in my house?" Like that hit so hard. It's like, let's just try and do that again.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is the album that those Trapped in the Closets were on that album was actually pretty good. I don't know if people remember. And then he kind of, I mean, the Trapped in the Closet stuff happened. I feel like he dragged that on too long. You know what I mean? He could have stopped. And then he became like all this mess happened. It's like, well, you just messed up a legacy, bro. Like, come on, man. You ruined it for everybody.
Honestly, if he had just disappeared off the face of the earth after I Believe I Could Fly, he would be fine.
He'd be set, bro. He'd be set. He'd be set, bro. Because, like, here's the thing. How you gonna make I Believe I Can Fly and then get in trouble for all this stuff? Now, what kind of inspiration we have? That was the inspiration song for every moment. You know what I mean? Like, and that was
as high as he was gonna get. Space Jam.
Yes, that was
Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan, R. Kelly. We all forgot about Aaliyah in that moment because that happened before that.
That did. Yeah, that happened years before.
And we all were like, we love Aaliyah so much that we don't think about it. Like I was at a record store and I like saw like AJ Nothing But a Number and didn't even think about it till I got home, and I was like, what am I holding? Like,
for real. This is bad. This is bad. You know,
like it's a limited edition record from Aaliyah. Oh my God, let me get it. I was like, oh, wait.
Just stop. He should have just stopped, man. He would have been ahead of the game, man. Think about he being here from Chicago, man. He was a hometown hero for a good while. You know what I mean? He was a hometown hero because he's from here. He made music for here, like he had his studio and then it turned out all that stuff was horrible. You know what I mean? Like all that stuff was bad. You know what I mean? And man, it's crazy, man. It's the same thing with Kanye West, man. Kanye West is a hometown hero, but he was a hometown hero. But now he's doing too many crazy things, man. It's like you can't be out here acting like that. How can you throw away a legacy like that, man? And all that. And when you have a whole city behind you, you know, it's crazy to me.
It really is.
I was a big Kanye defender for a long time.
Me too. I was. I loved him. I loved the guy. You know,
8 albums. I had no other choice.
Stuff was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, put some music on, and I'm like, put some fucking Kanye on.
Yes.
And they were like, no. They were like, no.
Yeah.
What happened? Then, like, you ain't seen the video of him in the White House? They're like, what do you mean? It was like,
then obviously his mother passed away, and that
was it.
That was it.
It's that side of it, and there's that side of it. And
LA got way too into fashion. That really messed his head up, obviously. What do you mean? What do you mean they don't like black people? Like, you knew that before you moved.
Duh.
They don't like my outspoken attitude. You knew that.
Come on now.
He's like, look, I've made a whole range of fashion clothes, and it's like, no, you've put her in some pink Spanx.
Yeah, you just cut up holes in your shit.
Look, new. No, not
this is
new.
Not fashion. This is $900. Like that's why it's high fashion. It's because it's $900.
It's not $100. Man, it's just crazy, man. The crazy thing about it, man, like we'll never get that Kanye back. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll never get that back. We'll never get him back. He's gone.
That's
you know what I mean?
Tagline for the show.
Never get it back. Things are changed. They'll never be the same. Big world, small time.
Yeah. Never get him back. He's gone. It's crazy because he still make good music. Like he still makes good music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it's hard to like, before you could separate the artist from the music, you know what I mean? And the controversy in the music. But like, he makes it so hard, like, to like say, no, I don't mess with that side of him, but I feel like this side of like, he makes it so difficult. It's like,
it's true. So many people are like that. So people, so many celebrities are like that, where they're like, oh, they do something really cool, but like there's an asterisk right there. You can't get past that. You have to speak on it. Like it has to be said.
Yeah, you gotta say something. You like he say slavery was a choice, but then you'd be like, College Dropout was a classic.
This is in memoriam of Kanye West, 2005.
I mean, I stuck with him even when he started using the auto tuner. I stuck with him.
Yeah,
I love that. 808s and Heartbreak, that changed everything.
No, singer. They walked away. I mean, I had them at the beginning, and they brought out the auto tune. I was still with him, and I was still telling people.
Yeah,
give me a couple listens, but I got into Jesus. I was like. Man. I was like, I hated it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then like four spins later, I don't even know how I got to the fourth spin, but it's just like
it's just there. But that's how happens. I understand. That's how it happens to him all the time, man. You just like, and then even with the album Yay, you know what I mean? Like when it started out, he's like, I wake up and think about killing you or something like that. You're killing myself. You be like, don't mess with it. But at the same time, somehow I was on spin number 7. And I'm like, you know what?
I didn't get that part yet. Yay was the very first album I actually didn't play enough to understand. I legitimately did not listen to Yet. That was my line.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Get it, man. I can't believe I'm saying this live. Like, listen. If you listen to, he got some bars in there that's so tough, and you like, damn, that's a bar. That's a bar. You know what I mean? Like, and. You know, like it was good. It was good, man. It was good. Like, cause here the way I look at it, it transitions from him going through his like little mental illness all the way to the end of it, where he's out of the mental illness, but he's still coping with it and acknowledging it, and he's out of it. And it's cool how that album kind of transitions like that, man. And I'm not one to speak on mental illness or anything like that, but just watching and listening to people as they go through their own situations and looking at Kanye, and you look at how he built the album, it was kind of genius, to be honest with you. It was kind of genius how he built that album, because it went from him being in his toughest moments to talk about his daughter, you know, in his dealing with his toughest moment, but like making it seem like, yeah, I'm better for you. You know, it's pretty, it's
but
like,
he would undermine it. He wouldn't say that was genius. He would say it was genius.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. He's
gotta brand it.
You gotta brand it, man. You gotta sell it. That's what it is. He gotta sell it, you know.
And all this came from us asking what technology should have been invented.
Oh yeah, I answered that. I was gonna say hoverboards, but on replicators. This is the big talk, small world version of the episode. We're only doing big talk this episode. Big talk, small world. Guess what? Kanye pops off in Chicago, here in Ann Arbor, and in the UK. And we gotta talk about it. So
he got the same effect, you know, everywhere.
We're gonna go ahead and push it and be like, you know what? Big topics. Big topics. Big topic, small world. What do we all know about that we can talk about? That's a big issue. That's what we're gonna do this week.
That's funny.
Right. Funny. My question is your biggest celebrity crush, and it can't be R. Kelly or Kanye.
Oh yeah. We'll pass that.
Big celebrity crush. Man, you know who I got a Scarlett Johansson. I mean.
Really?
Man, Scarlett, I don't know what it is, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just, I mean, you know, my girlfriend, hopefully she don't watch this and come for me, you know, but man, I mean, Scarlett Johansson is, yeah, I'm gonna just say that. She knows how to, she can act, she is, and everything else. That's my.
She's in a lot of movies. Like you can see her in a lot of places.
You can see her everywhere, and you can make your own decisions.
What do you got, Lucy?
Oh, okay. So, right. I mean, I feel like I should go British. Like I should. It's like do you go home and away?
You throw on the white jersey or the black one? What's going on?
If we do that, I got another one.
My heart says David Gandy, which is a very famous model in the UK, and my friend, he does underwear modeling for this supermarket, and you go into this clothes supermarket, and they'll have this pod of electric devices for you to order online when you're in the store. Yeah. And I go up to them and I change it all to his underwear pictures, and then I just stand back. I stand back, and you'll see these old women, like in their 70s and 80s, just walk past and go.
This would be like, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of dude.
But other than that, I'll take Thor, because that Hemsworth boy can just fling me around, and I'm fine.
He said,
"Oh, you talk about y'all." Hey, Lucy want the hammer, huh? Okay.
You want me to put the hammer down?
got all that thunder.
Apparently, do you know Chris Hiddleston that played Loki? He went to read for Thor.
Yeah, I saw his audition tape for it.
Yeah.
And then he was standing there, and then they went, "Oh yeah, have you met Chris?" And he was like,
"Well, fuck." Yeah. They're like, "You did a great job. We want you involved. You're not gonna get this."
You understand.
You understand.
The guy that looks like fucking Thor has got it.
Yeah. We appreciate the enthusiasm. You obviously put some work in.
Look, he played a hell of a Loki though. So
I think it totally worked out for him.
He's in all the movies pretty much. So
he's in all the movies. They even tried to kill him off 3-4 times. Came right back. Yeah. The audience was like, "Nah, we're gonna need some more of that. We got to bring that back. You can't just leave that where that is."
Yeah, ain't he in more movies than Thor too? He in more movies than Thor, I think. I think so.
I don't know.
He might have won.
Well, he's got a show coming out, so that's gonna put it over the edge there. He's got the show coming out.
He got the show. Enough. That's it right there. You win.
That's gonna put it over the edge on that. He's gonna have plenty of screen time on that.
If we talk about exposure,
have you seen Chris Hiddleston, Tom Hiddleston, dancing? Put his name on the fucking list as well. He'd get it. Like,
wow.
That suit doesn't wear him. He wears that suit and he dances. All I was like,
if we going across the pond, we get one from each side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throw me. I'm gonna put me Adele in there. I'm gonna give me, but
Adele. But she's a MacBook now.
Hey, no. I want the thick Dale. I want the old school MacBook Pro. I want the thicker Adele, man. Like when she was like the skinny. I'm cool.
We had the different colors in the back.
Yes, I like that. That's the one I want. I want the curves. You know what I'm saying? I want that. She can still sing. Like she can serenade you with the voice, man. And for some reason, I like the way she curse. You know, I like it's everything about her, man. She got the package. Man.
Adele's amazing. It's gotta be something really special to be recognized and that popular as a singer, because anybody who can sing, like if you can sing, like if you're like a 7 out of 10 and you can sing on that level, if you're like a 7 or a 6, you gotta do it all the time. And all your friends know you can sing. Every time you go to karaoke, everybody loses their mind. If you can hold a few notes, that's a very accessible talent where you will share it. You will share it. It's not like you're an Olympic swimmer. It's like, when am I around an Olympic pool? When can I show y'all what I'm good at? You know, when are we going to be here? Like, oh, wow, you can really swim, Alex. You're amazing. But if the song come on and I sing it perfectly, everybody going to know about it. That's going to be my thing. So to be Adele and to be that good and stand out amongst everybody on earth that can sing and to be that good,
bro, she
got to give it to her.
Got to give it to her.
Right, Alex, come on. Let's have your crushes, home and away.
Home and away. Okay, so I think when I last answered this question, I definitely said Jessica Alba. She was a deep cut for me as a child. Going through my teenage years and puberty, I had a new crush every week, and I just was like, but she lasted for several weeks. It was like Jessica Alba. I'm gonna watch Dark Angel. I'm gonna watch like Idle Hands, and Punks on Disney Channel. And that was me. I would watch that. Jessica was definitely something to be fucked with. But the other day, a friend of mine posted a picture of Christina Ricci. I don't know if y'all remember Christina Ricci. Christina Ricci from Casper and Addams Family. When I was a kid, Christina Ricci was too much. Like I wanted to kill myself so I could be a ghost. Because apparently that's what she liked. And I would be a ghost. So Christina Ricci would talk to me.
That's funny. That's funny. You was ready to go risk it all. You was ready to risk it all.
Risk it all, literally. So I could be a ghost. Christina Ricci would talk to me. Black Snake Moan came out. Like, back up.
Yeah.
So my headspace right now is like Christina Ricci. Now, if I'm going across the pond, Keira Knightley.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, something right here. She would look and I would have to look back. Like there's be a car coming and I'm gonna get hit by that car because I'm not looking away. I'm getting hit by a car because I'm looking right at you and I'm distracted.
That's a good thing.
Wow.
Messed me up.
Yeah.
I would never have seen that one coming.
Oh yeah. I didn't either. And so like I think it was like that King Arthur movie she did, or something like that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. She
Did she do one where she was like a bounty killer?
Maybe.
Oh no. Hey, we'll look it up.
Yeah, right.
It was a really cheesy one as well. Oh, I'll have to try and find it. It was like this is a spoof, right? I was like, no. Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, if I can know how to spell.
She could have been more slight.
If she's not a spell. Because that is a tough name.
Domino.
I did see Domino. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Well played.
Yeah.
You quick on that. You quick.
Yeah.
Can't get one past loose.
For real.
Thank you very much. Right. Okay. Probably going to look to wrap it up. I was going to say we do our 1 minute comedy rounds, but because Leon's not here, I'm wondering whether or not
maybe we push it to the next one.
I bloody love his stuff. But I will do one. It was meant to, I'll do one gag on it. I wrote it last night and I've got a competition coming up. And instead of doing my normal set, I'm trying to write a zingy, fast set. And the joke is Spider-Man had to be bitten by a spider to get his powers. Superman had to be born on a separate planet. I just needed to turn 39 and now I can see through men's lies.
Wow. Hats off to you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a keeper.
That's good. Yeah, you won that one. That was it.
Just one
I could see.
Yeah.
Through the bullshit.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's so smart.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty relatable.
That's gonna hit.
There are other female comedians, but they're not 39. They're like 21, so they still can't say.
That's good. That's a good one.
Like, what do you mean? He's still right here.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No,
not where his head is at.
No. That's a shell you're looking at.
Me for my mind. No, he doesn't.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Lucy won that.
That's why dudes date younger women because they haven't figured it out yet.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is. Honestly, I feel like women should like look at whoever the ex is, like figure out where you are in this pattern.
Man.
I was just walking through my little local park the other day, and they were like these two sort of like, I don't know, 18-year-old boys, and they had sort of young girls with the like maybe 17, 18-year-old girlfriends, and the guys were just spouting such bollocks, such absolute shit. And the girls were still pretending to nod, laugh, and care. And I felt like just walking over and going, no.
Don't do this.
Nah.
Don't do this.
Don't do this.
You
Don't do
deserve
this.
better.
Just literally get up, walk away. Do not give attention to this level of shit these boys are spouting right now.
They got to be like, well, I guess this is how dudes are. I like dudes, so I guess I'm stuck with this.
Okay.
Like, no, you're not.
20 years of cynicism.
I can't imagine what it must be like to be a woman and you just have like all the dudes who are the most confident to come and talk to you all the time are also the worst. Like, hey baby, what you do, what you do. And the one that's like cute and can hold a conversation, you actually go on a date with him. It turns out he's just vile, and that just happens again and again. And you're like,
That's horrible. That's horrible.
You're only a 7 on a scale of shitty, so let's make it work. Like I gotta deal with that. As a man, I gotta deal with that at all.
Yeah. It's privilege for us, you know.
It's amazing. I can just go walk out and nobody bothers me. Nobody. No. I mean, that's not entirely true, but you know. But there's a certain amount of it I don't have.
Okay, here's the last question. Have you two ever been told that if you smiled, you'd look prettier?
It's almost the opposite. It's almost like look serious. Like
yeah, right. We can't take you serious because you smile too much. Like what? What? Okay. But then if I don't smile, I'm an angry black man. You know what I mean? Like it's like I know what I look like to y'all, so like I gotta keep a smirk on my face.
Oh yeah. You got a code switch real quick.
Yeah, for real.
Hey. Yes, I did watch Friends.
Yeah, right. You know what? Full House and Fuller House was a better thing.
I live in Ann Arbor. I'll catch myself doing it way after the fact. I'm just talking about Scrubs. Just like
man, workaholics.
Yeah. Quick. I'll meet another black guy from like a neighborhood he doesn't have to do that. And then he'll hear me do it. He's like, what is this dude doing?
What is going on here? You are amazing.
Why are you doing this? Why?
I'm great out of necessity.
Oh, honest to God, Dario, I can't thank you enough for coming and putting up with yet another Leon audio-visual nightmare. All right,
hey, I've done it and just not showing up, just being late. So
hey, it's good.
I'll be on in 5 minutes. Like we ended an hour ago.
He did. He texted me at 6 o'clock to say he'd be late for the 4 o'clock show. I was like.
Hey. That's how brothers check into work. You know what I mean? Like, because as long as you let them know that's not job abandonment.
Yeah. I did call. I did call.
It don't say when I call. It just say
I did call.
I let you know.
Right, I need to double check this before I say it. It's the 23rd of July, isn't it? This joke in the Oak, Black Lives Matter UK.
Yes, it is. Yep, I will.
That's 3 days.
Because Di's helped me to co-host because I think he's going to be away and he's going to be somewhere with very low internet. So we need to share the responsibilities in case his internet just goes like Alan Leon. But Dario, your headline. Alex, you're going to be coming as well. So you've got so I'm just loving the fact that I managed to get everyone involved because it's such a great charity. We're in South Wales. It's not really rich. So to get any money raised for charity at the moment with unemployment as it is, even if it doesn't make loads of money, it makes some money, and to get to be able to rinse anything at anyone out of anyone right now is so amazing. And Di keeps plugging on with his charity events, and he's got such a good heart, and I'm just really glad to have you both involved. So we will make sure we post all the details for that on the Big World page as well. I didn't know, Alex, if you want to just mention what happened last week. Just want to apologize to everybody that we didn't realize the guy.
We had I definitely wanted to throw that out there. We had a guy come on. Everything seemed great. His last few jokes, we clearly did not think was funny. But we kind of settled into that vein of being like, thank God we didn't just say that. You know, you ever have somebody say something embarrassing or just wrong, and you're just like, woof, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
But like, I felt really bad afterwards. I know we all felt really bad afterwards being on like, this is our show. So that's not enough.
Right.
What needs to happen is being like, you know what, dude? No, I'm not going to encourage you, because a lot of times when people make like bad jokes about like, you know, sexism, racism, sexual assault, you know, whatever, they're used to getting that response. And all they really want is a response. But what they're not prepared for is being like, you know what? Fuck that joke. And you need to check yourself for saying stuff like that. You want to throw the Hail Mary pass to see if it's funny. Guess what? A, it's not funny. And B, we're not down for it. We kind of regret having you on this show for it. And I'm glad, Lucy, you reminded me to like make that happen, because I'm all like, am I going too far? You know, the whole fear of being the angry black man often keeps you from speaking out sometimes. So I was like, you know what? Thank you for putting this platform on for me in this moment to be like, that wasn't okay. So if anybody goes back and watches that episode and then puts that out there and makes us look like all we do is awkwardly laugh next to people who talk bullshit.
Yeah.
I can now be like, all right, this was the very next episode next week. I could have done better about that, called that out directly and been like, you're not going to be on this show saying shit like that. That shit ain't funny. And that's just not going to work for us. Like
you always think it's fight or flight. What are you going to do in a situation? And I froze. I was so clear. We have had such lovely guests. This wasn't, it's like a theory called Black Swan. Nobody knew that Black Swans existed until a Black Swan was seen. So we had no training or preparation for anything like this to happen, because it never happened. And it was a case of like watching a car crash slowly and not be able to do anything about it. And it was just like everything was so fluffy and happy and rainbows and unicorns. And then it was like, hell no.
And then you had 3 back to back, like 3 jokes back to back. They're like all very much like, okay, this isn't
This isn't right.
I won't repeat them. I won't give them the airtime. No. If someone watching this decides to go back and watch it and then come back to this to get more context, that's fine. And thank you, Darius, for taking this time for us to talk about it. Yeah, we didn't do enough. We didn't shut that dude down. That dude needed to be shut down for that. And that wasn't okay. And we'll definitely do better in the future. That was our opportunity, but our opportunities are not done. We're going to have more opportunities in the future. And if we stay cognizant of it now and just say it now, we'll do even better the next time. And that's the key.
Well, our next guest is Lucy from Penang, and there is no way that that's happening on that show.
Oh, even if they surprise you, I'm ready this time. I'm ready. I'll be like, you know what?
Stop.
You can stop right now. No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where you've been telling them jokes. You can't be telling them in the air.
Hey, you all do a good job anyway, man. I appreciate y'all platform, what y'all do. Honestly, to come together across the pond, 2 continents come together in a time of pandemic, just to put anything together to do something, it's a learning experience, man. I was telling Lucy last night, no matter how good of people y'all are, this is on a world scale now. So it's hard to kind of, like we got a broader audience now. And so reaction times might be a little different just because, it's the world scale. I'm sure if this was at home in each one of our personal spaces that we are comfortable in and we know, things obviously are different because that's what we know. You know what I mean? So, but when you're on a global scale now, with stuff like this, it's hard to kind of react and, you like, I don't know what Lucy's thinking. I don't know what Alex is thinking. You're like, shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to mess up the platform. But at the end of the day, we are growing as individuals working on the global scale. And honestly, it's a learning experience. Nobody, if anybody looking down at y'all, man, look, they don't have a human thought process, a bone in their body to understand, hey, look, man, we human, and the fact that y'all acknowledge it right now is fantastic. Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing, and man, y'all, we changing the world little by little by having these platforms, giving people opportunities. So it's gonna be idiots like that out there, but we just got to grow with it. We'll be fine. Y'all good people, so don't let nothing like that take y'all mental down. You know what I mean?
We're still out here. We're still gonna do it.
Still out here. Y'all
comedy will still happen.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It needs to happen. it needs to happen
more than ever.
Now more than ever. Yep. Laughter is good for the soul.
It's half to entertain the audience, and it's half to keep us from going insane.
Yeah. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
I'm excited for this comeback. Lucy, hit me up with any online stuff for this week. I want to be ready for Thursday for the big event. So whatever you got going on. I know I said that last time. I'm for real. I got my material ready this time. I got 8 minutes.
Okay, well, first of all, there's a 7-minute spot you can do at Jason Spitzbergen's Nightcap. from the Cabbage Patch. So there's one you can do already. But this is for any comedians that are listening online. If you join the Displaced Comedians Facebook page, there is a spreadsheet that has every online
Oh, yeah, I do have
open
that.
mic night for every hour of every day of any global platform. So there is an online mic going on as we speak anywhere in the world. And that is on that spreadsheet because Nico works so hard to get every online mic registered through Displaced Comedians. So if you want it, it is there. I mean, hell, there's even one tonight where you can do it in the nakedness.
Oh wow! Birthday suit style, huh? Okay. I've been in the gym, so I might pull up. Turn this into OnlyFans.
That's a win, yo. We did it.
Yeah,
we're going to thank everybody for watching. Dario, thank you very much for coming. Alex, get them fucking questions written down. Leon, if you're watching, get some internet.
Get that dial up out of there.
Yeah, for real. HughesNet, we can't have that.
He's running around the lobby with like a telephone cable, looking for his AOL connection. Has anybody got a phone line?
Anybody got an AOL online disc? I ran out.
I didn't update my drivers.
The 90 days.
I won't be here for another hour.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Right. I'm going to say goodbye and make sure my omelet's not burnt because I've left it there the whole time. We will all see each other at the Joke in the Rough as Black Lives Matter UK charity gig on the 23rd. So, love you all. See you soon. Mwah!
See you soon.
End broadcast. End broadcast.
That's it.
End.